All right. Good morning. Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. How we doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. One second. All right. Hope is a bogus emotion that only costs you money. That's right. You like that one? Welcome back, guys. Happy Friday. Some good looking setups out there today. We got a little bit of a pop here in the pre market because of some, I guess, potential resolutions. We shall see. We don't can't really trust that too much. So not really trading based off that today, but some good levels, some very clear levels on some individual equities, still in the channel on the overall market, still right in the channel, which is miserable. But it's been a good week, man. Wednesday, Tuesday, big trades. ARM on Tuesday, ARM again. No, MRVL on Wednesday, and also Tesla on Wednesday. So it's been good. It's been good. The individual equities, again, have just been the moves. It's crazy. It has been very clear that trading the S&P and the NASDAQ has been lackluster, really hasn't provided much opportunity in the channel, and you've seen some very strong individual equities make moves, especially the semiconductors. So paying attention to those hot sectors this week has been crucial. I mean, even, IPOs like Circle, CRWV, sort of spanning out from just trading the SPY and Qs has been really what you've needed to do. So we talked about this earlier this week. We talked about how it's been, not that great to just trade SPY Q contracts. It's been better to look around at some individual equities, look at some discrepancies, look at some outperformers, and that has continued to be the proper move. Yeah, pretty nice stuff. Let's continue to watch the hot stocks. Let's continue to stay, focused in on the stuff that's moving, the stuff that's actually providing movement, and see if we can find some retest holds, retest rejections, react off the major spots. Yeah. Let's end the week strong. It feels like a Monday right now, but it's Friday, which is actually great because we got one day and then we got ourselves a nice weekend. So that's very exciting there. The quote of the day: hope is a bogus emotion that only costs you money. Good quote. Very true. There's plenty of times on the intraday where I'm sure you find yourselves in some type of a hoping scenario where you're hoping that something happens. If you find yourself in that scenario, please sell the position. Please get rid of it. I know it's hard. I know it's extremely hard. The mindset, the brain wants you to continue to hope. It wants you to continue to believe that it could come back. It broke your stop loss. It's under your stop, but you're going to hope. Hope and praise, right? Let's see if the vibes will bring this stock back. It's not going to happen, right? And if we continue to do that long term, that is what crushes accounts, guys. Sincerely. Even this month, right? I'll be fully transparent with you. Even this month, the only days that I have had bad days are the days that I remember me getting a little bit sloppy on me sticking to my stop loss. If I would have just stuck to my stop loss, even this month, right? Even this long into my career, there's still moments in time where I'm a little bit too sloppy on my stop. And if I look back at that and I say, if I would have just stopped out of that, I would be up 3x this month to what I am, right? You can always make back a loss if you keep it disciplined. Those trades, those losses that become undisciplined, the ones that start to become hope, those are the ones that ruin our months. Okay? Please remember that. All right? All right, guys. So that's your little talk for the day. That's your excitement for the day. That's your motivation. Let's jump in. Let's slide over. Life is a blur. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Actually got to change this mic. There we go. Mic's good. Mic check, mic check. This is my top watch right now, by the way. This is my top watch right now, by the way. Right here. Let me keep my hopium. It's all I have. Hey, man. We can be wrong, but don't stay wrong. I like that. I like that, QG. Yeah, we got to look at OSCR today, huh, Oscar? The Oscar stock? Oscar, who had Oscar fish when they were growing up? I know at least half of the people in here had an Oscar fish in their house at one point. Who was it? I know someone. Who was it? Tell me. I had about 5 of those things. All right. So, first of all, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, please. Help me out. Ayúdame. Let's jump into the charts. You had an Oscar? Yeah, I think a lot of people had them. So, NASDAQ futures. What are we doing? What are we doing? Right here. Look, channel. So, yesterday we had a little mentorship session. We had a little recap session, and we were saying, hey, this may make you think like we're going to fail, but guess what? You're at the exact same demand lows again. Demand lows, and look at what happens again on the NASDAQ futures, straight up. So, unbelievable. Again, the same demand lows stepping up in this market. You cannot count out the upside still, and you still can't count out the downside. You are, once again, right inside the channel of death. Not really. It's actually been decent. So, we have major demand lows, major demand lows, major demand lows, bounce, bounce, and here we go again. Same bounce. I would love a pullback to the daily 200 SMA. I would love a pullback to the the daily 20 SMA. That would really be something. If we could get that, I would love to see that. Not sure we will, but that is definitely a spot on my charts today. 21,790, right around that 21,800. Definitely got the 680, 590 zone down here. That's pretty damn clear right there. The only spot that's a little bit interesting is like this, 21,980, 22,000 area that we're sort of failing as we speak. But, I'm not going to long into these highs regardless. So, at this point, for me, the long on the overall market is gone, right? Why do I say that? Because how are you going to long right into this high? That really doesn't make much sense. So the long's gone, right? If you're going to trade the overall market, the long risk reward is finito. The long was here and here and here. That's where people made money on longs. They did not make money longing here and here and here and here. And so why are we doing that again? So, unfortunately, there's no long on the market right now. You need a pullback to the daily 20, or you need another pullback to that 680. I would like a higher low at daily 20. That would really be the long that I'd look for. That would be great. If we can get something like this, back to this daily 20 and then recover and sort of fill this gap up move, I would love to see that. Not sure we'll get it, but that's what I'd like to see. If I don't get that, then I'm not going to be looking to long into these highs, right? 22,000, 22,100, and even the 22,240, 250 just doesn't look like a proper idea when you're looking at this channel. What would be the breakout long? I think it's pretty damn clear over 22,250, 226, this area. I would be watching that. I'm keeping it at 250 psych for now. If we can get above that, hold above this high, hold above this high, then it's pretty damn clear that we're going to get that next leg higher. Without that, you are pretty pretty much saying I'm going to long into this and this and this and this. And I don't think that is something that is a great idea. So I would say individual equities might be a better play today. There's definitely some long looks right now. I can tell you a lot that look fantastic on the long side, so we'll see if some of those play, but overall market, not interested. I think maybe you do put your 22K here just so you know it's there, but I'm not really interested in trading off of it. Personally, it's for me, I need to be at a key level here. So yeah, not much interest here on the overall market. Channel trading again on the NASDAQ futures, so probably we'll stay away from any type of Qs trades today. 22K, 21,790, 22,100, Wednesday's highs. You got these highs from Monday of this week. You got these lows from overnight. All right, pretty damn clear levels, but it's all just sitting inside. ES. S&P 500, you can see we just reclaimed the 60-25, 60-30, so that could be maybe a little bit of a reactionary long you could look for today if you want to get real spicy right here at this 60-30, 60-25 area. It could be a nice little watch. We have some pretty decent lows here at the 25 to 30 area. All right, I'll show you this right here. So you have these major highs at 30. You have these major highs at 30. You have some clear lows inside this 30 to 25 area, right? And you can see we just reclaimed that. So that could be a little bit of a sneaky long today. You can see, look at this little breakout we just got over 30. So I think a long that could set up pretty much instantly is something like this at the 20, 25, 30 area. I think that's very possible because you just reclaimed over a big spot. So you're probably going to get some squeeze action. And that is also very clearly, guys, the lows. Look at these lows from Wednesday, right? Check out these lows from Wednesday. I mean, it's pretty damn perfect. I'm happy I'm getting some recognition for APP. Wow. Shocking. How about that shit, huh? Not bad. Not bad. Appreciate that, Jorge. Appreciate that. Whoever made money on that one, man. Hell yeah. Sick trade. Unbelievable. Straight down all day. Top short watch of the day on Wednesday. So right here, S&P 500. What was the low of day from Wednesday? Pretty damn clear. Look at what just happened, guys. That means you are reclaiming above Wednesday's lows. That is bullish. So that is definitely an interesting long today. If we can get a nice, sexy little pullback into that area. All right. I'm not sure if it might just leave without us. I hope it doesn't. But if it does, then you got to be careful into this 60-70. If it just sort of rips before we can enter. If you get a sexy little pullback, that would be pretty nice. So let's keep an eye out for that. If we get that, targets would be 60-70. Above that, 6100. Above 6100, you got yourself some juice. I think you got yourself some juice over 6100. So let's see what happens. But this would be the pullback long you want to see hold. You fail that, you're coming back to 6,000. Pretty damn clear today. Pullback long 60-30. If we break that, we're coming back to 6,000. Could be a pullback long off 6,000 and the daily 20. That would be some nice watches today. Upside supply 60-70, 60-100. Okay. All right. SPY. 598, 598, 598 lows, 598. That's your level to break here today on the SPY. If you can get over this 598 spot, I like that reclaim. Over 598, I like that reclaim. Over this high right here, that's something I would watch. What's the lows? Yeah, interesting discrepancy here, actually. A little bit of an interesting discrepancy here. I would actually pop this at like 597, 598. A little bit of an interesting discrepancy here. SPY is still below those Wednesday's lows. So that's sort of interesting, right? Something to be a little bit cautious of, actually. You can see right here, 598, 597, right here, right here, right here, right here, and look at right there. So that's a little bit cautionary. I would say a little bit cautionary there. If you can get over 598, I think you can get yourself a nice juicer. You got to get back over this zone on the SPY. QQQ, yeah, you're right at it, 530.50, but you are holding above that Wednesday low, which is good. Wednesday lows was around that 527, 528 zone. So you're good on that. QQQ, yeah, it's right here, right? Look at this. 530.50, 530 area. Got to get above this high right here. If you can reclaim that high, then you're going back to the 33s, 35s. Obviously, the better long is down at the daily 20, right? Daily 20. Is this, my friends, another bounce off the daily 20? That is what we shall see. Is this another bounce, just, sort of coiling for another daily 20 bouncer, right? Another one of these. Is that what we're getting here? SPY, daily 20, daily 20, daily 20, daily 20. ES, daily 20, daily 20. NASDAQ, daily 20, daily 20. Is it another 20 daily 20 bounce here? All right? Very possible. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. It's definitely trying it. It's definitely trying it. You're definitely coming off a major demand there. No doubt, right? That daily 20 lines up pretty good with some key levels. ES, that lines up pretty damn well with the 6,000, 659.95. SPY definitely lines up nice with these lows. QQQ lines up really good. QQQ is where it lines up really well. Right here. Lines up really well on the Qs at the 525, 526 demand. These lows, these lows, these lows. Daily 20 is just right there. So, very interesting. Let's keep watch. All right. Let's go to the SMH. SMH continues to maintain like a monster. Look at this SMH consolidation. Look at the structure building, right? We had our sort of building blocks coming in here. A little inverse head and shoulder move sort of going on here. If we can break over that 265, then I think you're absolutely going to see your next move on the semis. You continue to hold your 260 lows. You have to hold your 260 lows. You lose these lows, you're going back down to 256. Got to hold 260. You get over 265, you're going to new highs. Okay? Individual equities. Tesla. Really, really interesting consolidation going on here on Tesla, guys. Really nice higher low forming above the daily 200. That's pretty nice. Probably won't look back and say, man, was it a terrible idea to long the 200 SMA on Tesla? I'd be shocked if that ends up being a bad idea. So daily 200 SMA just sort of sitting here on Tesla, continues to hold this thing up. Very interesting. A little bit of problems at the daily 20 today. A little bit of concern about this blue daily 20 sitting above, right? And the ability to break above it. If you do, you're going 336. Over 336, you got yourself a pretty much free ride to 350. You get over 336, you got a free ride to 350 here, in my opinion. Right here. This is low volume, straight up action. Over 336, I think you go straight to 350. So I would set an alert at 336. Make sure you're prepared for that move. That's definitely a move to look for. For now, I like the reclaim over 324. That's good. I like the hold above 318 and, of course, the hold at 312. These have been the same three levels on our charts for the last 2 weeks. Exact same levels. These have not changed. 318, very clear. 324, clear. 312, nice hold. 324 reclaim. That's important. Only concern is like this area up here. It gets a little bit heavy for sure. Rejections, rejections, rejections. Could reject again. So just be aware of that a little bit. I think if you're gonna want to long, you're gonna want to be long off 324. You're not gonna want to be long at the daily 20. If it holds above the daily 20 and it holds above probably, I'd say Wednesday's highs, right? Which looks to be around the 330 and daily 20 is definitely big. I'd like to be long off 324 personally. I think that's the right move. Did I get invite Robotaxi? I did not, Chef. Not that I saw. I'd have to look. NVIDIA. Beautiful consolidation on NVIDIA. It continues to just hold strong like the semiconductor sector, the SMH. You're just sort of chilling here. Something's coming here, man. NVIDIA has been very strange. Something is happening. There has been just intense consolidation. You can't get over this 145.50, 146, and you continue to hold this 143.50. I'm not saying something's coming as in it has to go higher, but there is a move forming here. Like, this can't go like this forever. It's been now 3 days of just this tight consolidation inside this range. There will be an explosion move at some point. So I would very much pay attention to NVIDIA in the coming days, coming weeks. Make sure you're aware of what's going on here to either side, because it will probably be a pretty advantageous move. So over 146, I'd say you probably go vertical 148. Above that, you got 150. I would definitely be watching that. Pullbacks, 143.50. ARM has been just a money maker for me. I think I'm up like almost close to over $100,000 just on ARM this year. It's been an awesome stock to trade. Just holds levels really nicely. Again, ARM on Tuesday was just, we caught this entire thing. It was just sick. Break and retest over the 143.50 was beautiful. You continue to fail 149, 148, so you're just in consolidation. I would do something like this. Create alert above, create alert below, and that's it. Just wait. AMD. I would love this pullback. This would really be the best pullback to get, but it looks like it's not. It's just not letting you get it. It's like, oh, I'll get close, but I'm not going to give you the full pullback. I mean, man, if this thing could just come back to 124 in the daily 200 SMA, that would be really nice. All right, your daily 200 SMA is sort of just floating right here. If you could get this thing to pull back and smack that daily 200 and just rip, that would be the trade of the day. But you can't get it to come down past that 126. So 124 daily 200, 126 continues to hold. If you get a hold above 128 today, if you get a hold above this 128, I'd say you're probably looking for a push into 130. All right, if you can get a little 128 hold, you're probably going to that 130 high right here. MRVL has a monstrosity gap here that I would be paying attention to, my friends. Please, all right, take a look at this daily chart. You have a gap, and it's not a small one. Volume profile. Pop it on the charts, you're going to see a valley in price action over the 76 spot, right? You have a gap in price action here, right here. This is a huge gap on earnings, 76 to 83, right here. If you can hold over 76, you probably can get, if the semiconductors stay strong, this is one of my top watches to 83, without a doubt. So this is a major watch. Will continue to be on a daily basis moving forward. You can see it is flirting with the 76 spot. It's just flirting with it. 76, I have my alerts there, waiting to see if something can confirm above it. If it can, I would definitely look to long this. Watching that very closely. That's about it for the semis. TSM's obviously still sort of in a nice sort of consolidation, 217.50. What's Broadcom up to? Broadcom's really pinned, man. Jesus. All-time highs, 256. That's got to break. Have my alert set. Meta. 694 continues to hold. Consolidation is good. Needs to break 705. That's pretty damn clear. Or a deeper pullback opportunity down towards 680. Right? This is where you get those, aggressive pullbacks. Right? When you're sitting, you got to think about this, guys. When you're sitting in a channel like this, there's only two trades. There's a trade above the highs, or it's back down on a little, what's the word? Arbitrage. Sort of like a discount. If you get a quick arbitrage move like down at those lows, you smack it, right? To see if you can take advantage of like this little channel low bounce. That would be the only aggressive trade you want to take long. You're not going to just long the middle of the channel and then get smacked at these highs. There's no reason. Is there a reason to get aggressive on a pullback long down here? Yeah, because look at the risk reward. This is the risk reward here. It's not a bad risk reward to take that shot. Is it smart to take this risk reward? Not really. I mean, this is like pretty dumb. So at this point, it's really just wait for the highs to break on a break and retest long, or look for a little advantageous drop and pop down at the channel lows. That's really all I'm waiting for. Top watch of the day, without a doubt. This is absolutely pure sexual. I mean, this is the pure sexual. If this doesn't work, I don't know what to say. This is hot. Hot, 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 hot. 165 CRWV. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Probably my top watch. I mean, absolutely my top watch of the day here. CRWV. 165 highs. 165 highs. You have a break. You have a pullback. And you are starting to see on the 4-hour chart buyers stepping in above that 165 level. If this 165 area holds strong today, you could absolutely see the next leg higher. Maybe today, maybe next week. That is if you stay above 165. This is a big watch today for me. Over 165, continue to look for the long. I'd say it has a date with 200. I would agree with you. That is probably just going to follow Circle. Circle, by friends, by the way, did this exact trade. This is the exact thing that Circle did right here. Look, it did it twice, actually. Look at Circle, okay? It did the exact same thing. Here we go. Let me show you how this did the exact same thing. Here's your highs. Here's your highs. Look at the break and retest above those highs right here. Oh, my God. Then, what does it do again? Right here. 165. Guess what? It's the exact same level. It's the exact same level as CRWV. Highs 165, highs 165, break and hold above that, rocket ship over 165. Look at this. This doesn't look too different, does it? This doesn't look too different, does it? 165. Here, here, here. I would 100% be watching this today. I mean, it would be crazy not to. Big time. Big time. Slap of the bass, man. Big time. All right. Yeah, did we lose? Chris Jones is probably retired. Yep. Chris Jones has been all over Circle. What a guy, man. What an absolute guy. What a beast. Sick. You guys want to see something crazy? On where was that break and retest later day? Yeah, I mean, the intraday break and retest on Circle is just sickening to look at. To think that I didn't just close my eyes and buy this thing. Because the intraday break and retests were just pure beauty, right? Look at these intraday retests. Here's one, bam. Here's another, bam. Here's another, bam. Right? Look at these retests. Highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. Break, retest, long, break, retest, long, break, retest, long. Every single time, all day. Sickening. So that's a sick stock. That's an opportunity that doesn't come around often. Congratulations if you caught this thing. Under 2, or I would watch for a pullback to 210. That would really be the entry you'd want to get today, right here at 210. If you break under 210, I would be very cautious. You could get a little bit of a pullback day. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. It's sort of, straight up. So this is sort of what the shelf needs to hold. If you hold this 210 shelf, you'll go higher. If you break below 210, you'll probably start to navigate down towards 165. If you get a pullback to 165, you should count your blessings. That would be something to watch. Netflix, not much. 1237. Palantir 140. Palantir 140. Let's look for that hold today. That could be sort of interesting, but I think there's better stocks to watch personally. But Palantir 140, definitely a watch. Up to 143. HIMS has been sort of rippy lately. Definitely breaking out of our 58 channel. We've been talking about our dark horse. You guys know, how we be on this one. 50 HIMS breaking out over 58. This looks like it's probably got a date with 64 here. Over 64, you're back to 69s, and you're probably back towards these highs, man. HIMS looks great. Love this stock. This is my dark horse forever, pretty much. Let's see what happens. Oscar, yeah, everyone's been yelling and screaming Oscar lately. Let's see what's going on here. definitely a nice little, you know, we've seen a lot, guys, something that I want to point out, and I know it seems weird right now, but you are in this sort of small cap, fiery stage right now. It's very strange. You are in, you know, you're in like those $30, $40 stocks going to like 80s to the hundreds. That's sort of what you're in right now. You're in this little small cap mania, which seems sort of strange with what's going on, but is the IWM over 210 or is it back under it? Okay, it is back over 211, so that's important. If we can stay above 211, yeah, you're getting some small cap mania. You're getting a little bit of small cap mania these days. OSCR, obviously Circle and CRWV, not really small caps, just like IPOs. But yeah, you're getting some kind of juice. Robinhood, been a hot one. Roblox, I mean Roblox has been on a rope. Look at this stock. Look at this thing. So wild. I mean, I don't see an entry here, unfortunately. This is so far past every moving average. I mean, the entry is really like right here at 97. Yeah, I mean, that's the real entry. Pull back to these highs. One of these. Oh, Coinbase. Yeah, we got to look at Coinbase. What a move on Coinbase on Wednesday. Holy crap. So 300, that's your key spot today. Pull back 300, see if that holds. Under that, 290. Definitely a big spot here. 300, 290, two pullbacks to watch for. Best pullback long possible. The best trade you could possibly ask for on Coinbase is right here. If you see this thing trading at 277, you buy calls. And you accept your loss if you're wrong. Right here. Highs, pullback long, 277. That's your money spot if you can get it. I'm not sure you will, but that's the money spot. Everything else is sort of, you know, on edge. That would be my spot. I'd take heavy risk. Everything else is 290, 300, definitely possible. I'd look for them. If you break 290, you look for 277. Targets 315 highs. If you go to the daily chart, you're going to see some major highs. Actually, on the 4-hour, you're going to see some major highs here at 315. So just be careful, guys, up at these 315s. Definitely some major supply action here. Rejection, rejections, sort of holds, rejection, big wick rejection. So please be careful at 315 on coin. Pullback longs are your friends. 300, 290, 277 is the money long if you can get that. Shreddy said something this morning, and I totally agree with him, but I don't know what the hell is going on with this stock. I feel like we are due for an absolute just 20% green day on MicroStrategy. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this thing. It seems like it's just pending a monstrosity. I would be focused on this. I don't think you try to front run it, but I would make sure if you start seeing this thing juice that you're on, you know, you're ready to go. This looks still very interesting. 350, 355 zone. You've gotten a very clean flag here on this pullback towards that zone. All this thing needs is something to spark it. If you get a little cryptocurrency spark action, this is going to get very interesting on this little weekly flag, weekly pullback. I would be definitely paying attention to this. It's not happening yet, so you can't front run it. It's dead. It's like, it's so weird. It's just dead. It's motionless. So there's nothing here yet, but I would set some alerts and see if something starts to happen. Hims is going. Oh, baby. Come on, Hims. Go, baby. We got 1,700 shares of Hims at 28. It's my retirement right here. 1,700 shares right down here. What are we up? We're up 37. We're up like 60K. 1,700 shares at like 28. I think that's 28.54 is my average. Come on. Man, we're done early on this live stream. I like it. We are done early on this live stream. ES held that 60.30. NASDAQ, I've just been flying through it. 22K NASDAQ. What else? That's really it, man. CRWV's a watch. We'll watch the NVIDIA. We'll watch the MRVL gap fill. We'll keep an eye on that Tesla action today. We'll keep an eye on that coin ripper. We'll see what this crazy thing does right here. Himothy will just let the shares ride for me. MU's got to get over this 123 here. Looks like it probably wants it. This thing has been on an absolute rope. Look at this thing. 123 breakout would probably take you to 130 here. Yeah, MU 123 could be worth a watch. 123, 123.50 if you can get a hold above this zone. It looks like you're trying to hold above that 121 for sure, right? That's starting to come a nice little demand spot right there. Look at this. Highs, lows. So if you get above 123, yeah, I'd set that alert there. Reddit. 142.50 has been a big spot. Look at Reddit right here. I've been waiting for this to get over it. I'm going to set an alert again. 143. Look at this high. You need to get a little break, retest long. You got to get above it. 143, 142.50. If you get above that, you probably got some juice right up in here. 155. I got a poll I want to run to end the live stream. Let me jump back over here. Hold on. Press that. 2,500 people, 800 likes. 2,500 people, 800 likes. Really? Wow. All right. If you guys could answer that poll for me, I have an idea that I've been working on. I want to upgrade the daily levels, and I want to do it sort of something cool. And so I was thinking, for like $1 a day, basically you can go to a website, you can get every level that I have on my charts on TOS and TradingView just directly put onto your charts without you doing just a click of a button. Is that something that's interesting to you? Is that interesting to you? $1 a day. Maybe you don't have to do it every day. Maybe you do it once every couple weeks. Maybe you do it, once a week. You get a new, every Monday you get Desi's levels on your charts. Something you can track. You can keep it on a separate chart. Maybe you have your own levels. You have my levels. You sort of cross-reference. Is that something you'd be interested in with just a click of a button? Just sort of upload straight to your charts, and I can, I'll do... I'll curate them, make them nice and pretty. I'll have the labels on them, all that good stuff. Make it look real nice. Maybe it's even something I do for the members, people that, I don't know. Maybe it's something I do for from this live stream. Somehow, maybe I incorporate it into the live stream somehow. I don't know. Just a thought. I've always thought about, maybe people just want to get the charts done for them. I don't know if it so helps you with your education, but maybe it does, right? Maybe it's like, hey, I can watch Desi's chart at the same time I watch mine, and I'll have it up on the charts, and and yes, I'm going to charge for it because I'm not going to do that for free. Thank you very much. I was thinking of trying to do it for like TOS and TradingView. I don't know if it would be possible for Robinhood, Piff. Appreciate that, Alex. Appreciate that scouting tips. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. And whoever, I don't know if I missed one, but appreciate the coffee funds today. All right. Yeah, something I'll keep working on. It's definitely not anytime soon. I want to make it, as you guys know, everything I do, I want to make it perfect. So, we'll take some time, but I just wanted to get a vibe check on it, see if it's something that's, you're interested in. Yeah, if you work, you don't have time to do your levels in the morning, maybe you just pop on, quick dollar, get the charts all done for you. Could be nice for some of you guys. I think it's, a dollar. A dollar to maybe get a nice short or long on the intraday on a key level. I think that's pretty good payoff. Pretty good deal. All right, guys. Appreciate that. I'll keep you updated. If you guys could, please press that like button before you head out. Keep helping me grow this channel, man. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell everyone you know. I'd really appreciate that. We put a lot of work into the videos. If you guys could go watch my last video, that would be great as well. Some really good education in that one. We put in a lot of work into improving, and with your guys' help, all the free content that we provide, I hope that you can enjoy it and help share it. Thank you guys again. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next week. Peace and love.